Good evening.
Welcome back, friends. This is Kyle.
And I'm Kyle. And that's Gail.
And this is a whiskey tour of the world. We are on bottle number 18, which when I read this to begin with, I thought that it said Britain, but it is from the Brittany region
of France.
Yeah, which I have had one French whiskey before. It was a French single malt, so I'm excited to try another one, just to kind of get an idea of what, they kind of taste like in general. So this one is from a distillery that's based in Trégor, which is along the coast.
Which coast? The only coast.
Pink Granite Coast in the Armorique area of Brittany. I don't know, the little pin drop will show you.
Okay.
We'll show everyone where it is. I think it's in the top part of France, if memory serves me, when I did the maps. So they did their first completely French whiskey in 1998. And in 2015, this distillery initiated
Keep going.
a process to have Brittany whiskey recognized as a GI region, so a geographical indication, to ensure the quality and consistency of the whiskeys produced in the region. GI guarantees that the Breton whiskey are made with water, locally sourced, the barley and grain are local from France, and the whiskeys are fermented, distilled, and aged in Brittany. This provides a whiskey lover with the guarantee that these whiskeys are truly Breton whiskeys. Breton, not Britain, sorry. So they're kind of trying to do a classification similar to wine, where it's
like a DO or?
Well, it's a GI. It's a geographical indication. So they have GIs in wine.
Okay.
But it would be something that they're trying to create some type of like a mark where you say like it's from this specific region, and you're just going to know what you're going to get. Kind of like saying that you're getting like a Highland Scotch or like an Islay Scotch, right? So like they already
You're saying something like champagne then, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a range of styles within champagne. But yes, you know the quality level that you're going to get, and there are specific rules associated with that. So that's what they're trying to do. I don't know if it's been successful or not, but cheers.
Cheers. I like the smell.
I think it has kind of like a creamy smell. A little softer than some of the other whiskeys that we've had on the nose. A little bit more delicate, I think. I don't know if I said the name of the distillery. Warrenheim Distillery. We just cut right to where it was.
In France.
Specifically, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my fault. I like the flavor. It's very light. It's very delicate. It's actually very fruity, and it tastes like candied nuts almost, or like dried apricots, dried stone fruit, maybe not apricots, but like stone fruit, and like candied pecans, like roasted brown sugar pecans or something like that. Well, I'm just gonna leave it in this glass then. Nah, I'm gonna try it.
I think it's better out of this glass.
Okay.
You try a little bit.
Okay. It is ex-bourbon casks. It is double distilled in copper pots and non-chill filtered. It does have a really light color. I guess I don't know how long it's held in barrels. That is not listed anywhere. But it does say that some of the casks are cut with French oak. They specifically identify the Breton oak in the Carnew Forest and assembled in the distillery's cooperage.
3 years.
It says 3 years old? Okay, so it's a 3-year-old whiskey. So
Yeah.
they're abiding by Scotch rules, essentially.
Aged no less than 36 months on the side of the little glass. Pleasant.
I don't dislike the flavor out of the Glencairn. I feel like I get more of like a vanilla yogurt flavor out of that one.
More of a candy flavor out of this one.
And more of a candy-ish flavor out of this one. I actually think that I prefer the Glencairn flavor.
This is where we're going to differ.
Yep, and that's fine. But you like that more sweeter note on your whiskeys, where I like the aroma of the sweetness. I just don't necessarily enjoy the sweetness on the palate. Okay, so on the nose, intense and complex, lightly spiced grains, a hint of exotic fruits with mango and passion fruit.
Mango and passion fruit.
Yep.
I can see both of those in here, but I do agree with what you say about the stone fruit.
Yeah. Did I say that on the nose or on the palate?
I don't know. I think I can taste it though. But when you say things,
I know,
it changes the way your mind thinks about it.
I don't remember anymore if I said it about the nose or the palate. Anyways, on the palate, fresh and smooth. What? Just over there screaming in a corner. Fresh and smooth. Fresh fruits, peach and apricot, a touch of vanilla, hints of roasting. So that's why I'm wondering if I said I got it on the palate instead of the nose.
Yeah.
He's not going to like that at all.
I know. He is not. He
just wants to run around.
He's just a boy that likes to throw his arms around when you pick him up.
He just wants to run.
Okay.
Just let him
go.
run. It's okay. He doesn't want to be the star of the show.
He does not.
The finish, it's long. That's all it says.
I don't think it's as long as yesterday's.
That's what it says.
Well, I see what it says,
And
but
it says hints of iodine. And I wonder if that has to do with because of the proximity of the distillery to the coast, and like they feel like they get some of that maritime influence. It definitely does. I mean, it's got a little bit of brininess to it, but it's very minimal compared to some of the Scotch whiskeys that say the same thing of the hint of the iodine. Like, it's very minimal.
I think I could definitely have a neat pour of this.
I think it's quite nice. I think it's very delicate. I think that it's really, really quite light. I think it would be nice as a holiday whiskey because you have the notes of like the dried fruit.
It's pronounced Nice, and it's in France.
I don't know if I...
You said nice.
Oh. Got it. Or I think that I would probably drink this in the summer, like at a time when it might be a little warmer out. I feel like it's a little bit more refreshing overall. It's not as heavy as some of the other ones. It does have like a really nice flavor, but it's much more like, to use a better term, light and fruity, which is, what they say are their tasting notes and aroma notes. So
Yet again, another well-made one.
Mm-hmm. I quite like it. I'm curious to see if we can even get it here.
So on this glass, I smell the sugary stuff. Mm-hmm. And on this glass, I smell the wood. Like toasted notes.
Well, I suppose that would make sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think You get the wood out of the Glencairn?
Well, it's empty now.
Oh.
Yours still has stuff in
It
it.
does still have stuff in it. I don't suck it down.
Yeah.
I like to savor it.
Okay.
What else do you have to say? Do we have anything else to say about this one?
Non-chill filtered.
It does say non-chill filtered. Natural color from the casks. And it's certified organic. So, organic whiskey. There you go. Get it from France. Bye.
Bye.